Welcome back to another episode of the Gym Teacher Dreams podcast. Another late night edition. Um, they're our second, right? Our second late night edition, and it might be second in a row. I don't even remember. I get so confused. Everything kind of runs together. But I'm Ray, along with Ryan, and we're excited. We're excited to be here again. A Labor Day weekend. We've had some nice weather. Aside from some rain, did you get some rain over by you?
Yeah, we had some rain in
We
Old
needed it,
Sur.
though. Not complaining. We needed it.
Yeah, Old Sur got some rain in the morning, but I don't know, but that's all we ran into so far. That's Savannah for all you people who don't know what Old Sur is. Yep.
I
Went
did.
boat.
First time I ever heard it
I
referred
know
to
it.
as
I
that,
know
but
it.
I figured that's what you were talking about. Where's it come from?
Aaron, of course, calls Savannah
That's
Old
it.
Sur.
That's just it, huh?
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't know why. I
like,
really don't know. I couldn't tell you why at this present time.
it's a little
I'm
crazy.
sure I
That's it.
know, but I have memory issues. Okay, I do. So anyway, yeah, we're batting 250 now in the boating experience, as we did get our first solid, perfect, almost perfect boating day. Back the boat right in, started right up, no crashes, beautiful day. I drove the boat even. Got the boat in easy. The only problem is two things. One, the tail light popped out just after I just said this is going to be we're going to have a perfect experience today. Because after boating, we went to my parents and got mayonnaise.
Oh,
Adds to it. Oh, it was delicious. Oh boy! And then that popped out. And then on the way home, one of the seat came loose with the stronger winds, and a noodle and life jacket popped out. So I had to
did you
go
go
get.
back to get it?
Yes, wasn't fun. But anyway, besides that, it was good.
Nice. I thought
Yeah.
I thought about you guys because the weather was nice. I knew you were going out. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have had some technical difficulties again. I just had that much confidence in you.
There you go. There we go. Good work. Thank you. How about you? You got anything special? Did you get?
Nothing special. Did you check Facebook or no? I told
I
you to check.
checked. I didn't see it.
Gosh. So I don't want to brag or anything.
Mhm.
So we went to the baseball fields and talked to one of the guys who's in charge of the organization, and the organization has a pitching machine that is not often used, right? So
Yeah.
I caught wind of this and I asked to use it all the time, right? Um, so Saturday was a perfect day to use it. He invited out, a couple teams, maybe, three, four teams. He coaches a couple teams. Our team was there. Both William and Jonathan, their teams were invited. Only like 10, 12 kids showed up, but they all got a couple rounds of hitting, which was good. And then the adults, the coaches took a turn, and we didn't intend for it to be a competition, but what happens when you get some competitive guys together, right?
Yeah.
Becomes a competition. So
Of
the
course.
first coach was, he was crushing, and what happens, I don't know if you've been in a batting cage in a while, you get a little winded, right? You get a little tired, fatigue, right?
Yeah.
So he hit a few home runs or whatever, and then I ended up being like the last adult to hit, except for one late arriving coach guy that I coach with on Williams' team. But I was super nervous. I hadn't swung in a long time. You know, and we had like 12-year-old kids, hitting not a lot of home runs, but we had a couple of 12-year-olds who hit home runs, and I'm like, man, if I can't go yard, now all of a sudden I'm gonna look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I get in the batter's box. First pitch, like boom, I just laid into one, and it just sails over center field. And I was like, yeah! And I ended up being the leading home run hitter for the adults until the one dude showed up like 10 minutes late and wanted to take a turn. And then it took him a while to get into his rhythm routine, but once he did, he was crushing. But it was
What are
fun.
we talking yardage for the fences?
250.
250. And that's fine. I'd make. Well, dang it. Just had to make sure.
Yeah, so but in the one I hit over center field, I mean it had plenty of distance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, Brienne filmed it and got some of it on on Facebook. That's why I told you gotta go check it out.
I
Did you delete her? Did you mute
no.
her? Is it because of her religious beliefs?
No, I didn't. But you know what? I have not seen a post from her in a while. So let me.
Uh-oh.
And
It must have been an accidental.
it was totally accidental. To be honest with you, that is 100% true. But let me see here.
Listen, she posts like 25 things a day. If you
I
haven't seen one in a while,
know somehow, yeah, somehow I got. Man, that's what the H. All right, I'll have to get back to it. But anyway, yes, I totally lost it. Lost her account.
lost it.
Yeah. So hitting dingers. You
Yeah,
know who loves the long ball?
chicks.
Yeah.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was about to sabotage her account and post that. Chicks still dig the long ball or something like that. Oh, man.
Well, we're not talking commercials today,
Okay.
but we are talking icon or famous movie scenes.
Okay.
See how well you know
Okay.
famous movie scenes.
All right.
One, I started my favorite commercials, and I haven't got very far. I only
I was
got
wondering where commercials came from. Did you
Yeah, I
mention
only
that to
got-
me once?
what's that?
Did you mention commercials to me once and I wasn't listening?
No, I started that here,
Okay, okay.
but I can't. I'm
So
having
not
struggle.
commercials, famous movie
Famous movie scenes.
scenes. Okay.
Yes. All
Oh, this
right.
should be easy. Knock
This
on
should
wood.
be
Famous,
easy.
famous. But I mean, it's right in our wheelhouse. Speaking of hitting dongs, right?
Yeah,
That's right in our wheelhouse, and it is. I think the writers did a really nice job.
I've heard
Okay,
that.
they really tie in like the original Karate Kid. Like I never even watched the one with Will Smith's son or whoever that was. Like that one didn't even exist in my mind. Okay, so it
Uh-huh.
was always just the old school one. Danielson, Mr. Miyagi, Johnny, body bag, all of that stuff. And they tie that stuff together. Like I don't want to give anything away, but the new, kid who's learning karate is under Johnny, by the way, wants to take a girl out for a date. So where's he take her? To the arcade.
Arcade,
Right?
yeah.
And then they played the same song.
Nice.
Young hearts beat fast. And dude, it took me back to like a different place. It made me feel kind of good. So I don't know how good the show is, but it's good for me. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think it'll be good for you. I think you'll like it.
Well, last time I've answered that question, we watched Hannah on Prime. So I like that one. I watched. We talked about last time. I watched an episode or a season, kind of a season of Alone. We just watched the Aladdin.
The new one.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it yet.
yeah. Shoot, we watched what else? The series I can't.
See, everyone says the new Aladdin is good, but again, like in my mind, I just can't separate from the old one. I can't let myself get into the new one. The Star Wars movie, we've talked about this. It was hard for me. I still haven't watched some of them. But again, speaking of the writers doing a nice job, you know that I love those like in between episodes, like Rogue One and
Yeah.
Solo and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the show. I'm sorry I
No,
derailed
you're
us a little
good.
bit.
You're good.
I thought it was important to say that.
It's just easier if we just go through because I was going to try not to use the tournament form, but it's in tournament form. Okay.
Scream was a cold open. Yes. But I mean, it's hard to like
I know
say that that's cold open because a lot of movies do that.
Right.
I think.
And I can't. And like the first one there, famous last words, because half of my notes got ripped up. So when I Googled it, I can't find what movie.
Listen, that was just complete coincidence that I said that because I said this will be easy, and then just by saying that, I knew that it wasn't going to be easy. So I just said the famous last words.
I know.
But in terms of, I can't even believe that that's a number one seed here.
These were
unseeded.
not seeded. And gives us a chance to talk about some of our memories of some of these famous movie scenes. So this was randomly seeded. Okay, I put them in, I hit random twice and go. So number one seed, once again, okay, is championship match of Karate Kid
Karate Kid.
versus the cold open of Scream.
I mean, you gotta go Karate Kid. I mean, I gotta go Karate Kid, right?
Me too. Yeah, me too. What don't you like about
It's just,
that?
it's not that I don't like it. I mean, in terms of the opening of Scream, that was Drew Barrymore, right? And the phone call, and she ends up getting murdered. The popcorn,
Yes,
iconic.
yes,
I mean, it's nothing wrong with that seat. It's just up against a buzzsaw. How are you not gonna
yeah.
pick?
Oh, I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
No, for sure. All right. Next one is Welcome to Jurassic Park. You a Jurassic Park guy?
No, I'm a big
Okay.
popcorn guy though. So going back to the Scream thing, have you ever tried to pop popcorn like she does in that movie?
No,
Okay,
no,
you have to try it sometime.
no. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to try it sometime.
Hmm.
So Jurassic Park, think about it. They get the music, the instrumental music's behind it. They get to this beautiful park with the pterodactyls flying
Hmm.
and it's just very, iconic as they get into the scene. Verse the triumphant fist pump in Breakfast Club.
Oh, see, I wasn't sure what the triumphant fist pump was, but
Yeah,
again, because I'm not a huge Jurassic Park guy, I know this, the scene that you're kind of referencing and everything, and it
right.
is epic and iconic. But man, that fist pump
It's
from,
cool.
yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
is, and that
yeah.
happened in Illinois, so
There you go. All right. So then we will move to an offer he can't refuse, Godfather, versus He Slimed Me in Ghostbusters.
okay, I don't know how popular or unpopular this is going to be, but I feel like the he slimed me thing. I feel like that's like an overrated scene in that
Okay.
movie. Although
Ooh,
again, iconic, and as you know, maybe as like a 10-year-old or whatever, maybe you're like, oh, that's so funny. But when you talk like scenes and movies, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. I
I
mean,
know it.
that's the winner
I
for me.
know that's a number one seed. Right up there. That's a top seed. If I
If
seeded it.
it's seated, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to watch Godfather. I don't know if I've really truly sat down and watched all of it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But again, so I mean, that speaks for how iconic that moment is that
I
both of
know.
us know it and we've never
Yeah.
seen the whole movie.
And same
I'll be
thing for
honest with you. This is a total Ray Borgman thing to do. I was at like I don't know, I can't remember what we were in like Rapid City or something like that. We were near the Quad Cities. We stopped for something. I think we saw a sign said bake sale. You know what I mean? So we pulled in to get like some scotcheroos or something, and they were selling like old books or whatever. I feel like it was in a church or like a library or something. And because like books were like 50 cents, I bought the biggest book I could find just because I wasn't a book reader. I thought it was ironic and funny. And for 50 cents, I got The Godfather, the book. I never read
yeah.
it, never seen the movie, but I still own the book because it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good story. Good story.
thanks,
Yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem.
Well, this is
No
gonna
problem.
be we're gonna take like 3 episodes if I have a story for every
No, it's
match.
fine. All right. So then we move on to another movie I guarantee I have not seen, but I do know the scene a little bit. You Talking to
Talking
Me?
to me?
The
You
old
talking to
taxi,
me?
yes, taxi
Yeah.
driver versus dodging bullets in the Matrix.
See, I was not much of a Matrix dude either, but of course I know the scene you're
Right.
referencing. More of a Taxi Driver fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I would take the Matrix, but we'll go with yours because you're the one selecting. All right. The next one is the Hello Clarice.
Again, I mean, there was like a dozen scenes from Silence of the Lambs you could have picked.
There's a couple here, by the way.
Ah, hello,
But Silence of the Lambs versus, of course, Gladiator, where he introduces himself, after he has to take off his
helmet.
helmet.
Uh,
So
I'm going with the Silence of the Lambs because I've never seen Gladiator. So
that's like me. I will start watching The Office when you watch Gladiator. How about that?
okay, I watched a couple episodes of The Office today. So
Well, I have not.
yeah,
All right. The Gutterball episode in The Big Lebowski versus No Man's Land in Wonder Woman.
I don't even know the Wonder Woman reference. I'm embarrassed to say that.
It's the new
Big.
movie.
Oh yeah, okay. Who plays Wonder Woman?
Gal Gabor. Gabor.
Okay.
or is I didn't say Gal, did I? Gail, excuse me. Gabor.
Okay. And then does Linda Carter make a cameo in it?
Mm, I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. I gotta go Big Lebowski because I'm just not even familiar with the Wonder Woman scene. But Big Lebowski is one of those where it's got a cult following, and
I know.
I've seen it once, maybe seen parts of it a couple times, but I just can't get into it. It's just a little bit too out there and strange for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you
No.
remember the painting scene? Like that might have been the scene I would have
No, I have
picked
no
for a
idea.
bracket.
I have
You
no
know,
idea. I've never watched that
don't
either.
Google search it if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm going to search it then. Okay. Anyway, we'll move on. So then we have I'm the King of the World Titanic versus Kevin Scream in Home Alone.
It's a tough first round matchup, but I go. I'm the king of the world every day.
I'm the King of the World. That's all I just ask Leo. That's all I hear on that one. Okay. How about the Boombox Serenade verse when they're at the end of the movie? Whoa, of
Another
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yes, when they're floating on the door and they're having that special talk.
I don't exactly remember. I remember him floating on the big piece of wood. That's the door.
Yes,
I don't remember the special talk exactly,
he was trying to
but
keep her alive,
yeah.
keep her awake all night.
Oh man.
So first Boombox Serenade.
Yeah, I gotta go Boombox
Yeah,
Serenade.
I know, I do too. In your eyes.
You just keep singing.
All right, another time. Whoa, speak this. How can this was random, and we've got lotion and fake orgasm. It doesn't get. Come on now, put the lotion in the basket
Right.
versus
Come
fake
on, lotion in the
orgasm.
basket for. I mean, again, and I have nothing against the fake orgasm scene in Harry Met Sally. In fact, the line that follows that is like one of my favorites ever. Is the old lady saying, "I'll have what she's having." That's classic.
Right,
Even
right.
as like a young kid, when I saw this, I was like, "That's hilarious." But the lotion, put the lotion in the basket. That's like one of those things that you say all the time.
All the time,
Yeah,
all the time, all the time. Yes. All right, the next one, the life-size piano
these are
performance.
bringing me back, man. I used to
Exactly.
love these.
This is
This
the
is
whole
good.
point of my these tournaments that I'm up to 75, 80, somewhere like that, is the memories that some of them provide, like big. So life size piano performance, a big verse.
I don't know this one.
Oh gosh, KK. This is
Karate Kid. Karate Kid ain't got nothing on me. But what would that be from?
oh my gosh, I gotta look it up there. Sorry, because once again, for those people playing at home,
You gotta
um,
start taking notes on some of this.
I do. I have it. I told you, it got ripped up. It got ripped up in my bag, and then I accidentally threw it away. So, and I'm gonna be frustrated when I find out.
Oh, King Kong from Training Day.
Yes, thank you. Very good. Yes. So, Training Day, King Kong Ain't Got Shit on Me by Denzel versus Life Size Piano in Big.
Never seen Training Day. Gotta go big.
All right. Yeah, Training Day is not your type of movie, but it was good if you like that kind of stuff. All right.
Kind
So
of makes me
crossing
want
the
to watch it.
in Basic Instinct versus No Place Like Home in Wizard of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz. Dang, tough matchup. I'm a dude. How do you not go uncrossing legs? Basic Instinct. I mean, my wife's a big fan. She's gonna hear this, but big Sharon Stone fan too.
Were you?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Elizabeth Shue. I mean, again, the karate watching Cobra Kai kind of brings you back a little bit.
right, right. Yeah, I'm more staring Sharon Stone. What's her name from? Gosh, Unfaithful. Uh,
Diane Lane.
Lane better than her myself.
Nah, I mean, it's fine. This is why it's great that we're all different, right?
Yeah,
I appreciate that, and Diane Lane is on, a longer list of mine. That Sharon Stone's much closer to the top for me, but that's okay.
that's
I'm
totally
not
okay.
gonna tell you you're wrong. Yeah, I mean that's nothing wrong with her. Yeah.
No, I'm not expecting you. The underwear lip sync risky business verse I ate his liver in the Science of the Lambs.
Okay. So the underwear lip sync one, another, in my opinion, overrated scene from a movie. I'm
Okay.
going ate his liver, Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lamb. I keep putting S's on the end of stuff. Basic Instinct, not multiple ones. Silence of the Lamb, one lamb.
All right. For the next one, shut up for Princess Diaries verse when
Never
Ed
seen it.
met Bella in the Twilight.
Never seen it. I gotta flip a coin on this one. Uh, I'm guessing when Edward met Bella was pretty special in Twilight. So I think I might have to go with that one.
Okay.
Try and describe the shut up scene from Princess Diaries.
Anne Hathaway.
Well, I like her.
No, we'll move on. All right. When Andy escapes the Shawshank Redemption versus the chest waxing in the 40-year-old version.
This kills me because Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
And when Andy escapes, it is pretty cool and classic. I mean, but when you're talking iconic scenes from movies, Kelly Clarkson. I mean, that's how do you go? This could be a Final Four
yeah,
scene.
those are two both very good ones.
Yeah, kills me to do it, but gotta go chest wax.
Hey, you guys in the
Hmm.
Goonies versus when the alien comes out of the chest. So chest burster in Alien.
Okay, so I mean, I'm going. Hey, you guys. I know again. These are two very iconic scenes. It's unfortunate that this is a random draw tournament, but I've never seen Alien, but I've always wondered about that scene because I think in Spaceballs, at the end of Spaceballs, a little alien chops out of a dude's chest, and he says, "Oh no, not again!" And because of that, I've always wanted to see the original, and I never have. So,
That's
whatever.
pretty good. It's good. It's
Okay.
good. Okay, for the next one, Ethan's descent in Mission Impossible. So if once again, it's probably something you haven't watched.
With the wire, right?
Yeah,
I can again.
okay. You
Sure.
seen versus Storming Omaha Beach and Saving Private Ryan.
Never seen it, but I can imagine what that looks like. And I haven't seen Mission Impossible. I just know the iconic scene, right? I
Yeah.
think you have to go with Ethan's descent. Sorry, any of you veterans out there.
The next one, once again from Gladiators, Maximus when he's going through the afterlife, seeing his kids and his wife running to him when he's on his deathbed, versus the fantasy bed of roses in American Beauty.
Oh, I didn't know what that one was when I read it, Fantasy Bed of Roses. But again, haven't seen Gladiator, but I do like that Fantasy Bed of Roses and whoever that girl is, I forget her name. Is it Mina Sorvino or something like that? What Mira?
To be honest with you.
Whatever.
Yep. Okay. I am your father from The Empire Strikes Back. And verse, you are a
Toy.
toy store.
Yeah. How do you not go with I Am Your Father? But yeah.
All right. All right. The next one. Say hello to my little friend. Verse, I drink your milkshake.
What is that from?
That's, I knew you were going to say, I was hoping you know. I do believe it's from, gosh, No Country for Old Men, but I am not 100.
Okay. Listen, have you seen that movie?
It's been a while. It was
I
weird.
tried, and it just got long and kind of just meh. And I was a little bit scared too, because that dude, I mean, he's
Oh,
pretty intimidating.
sorry. There Will Be Blood. That's from,
Oh,
so a movie similar to that, but There
yeah,
Will Be Blood.
never seen it. But Say Hello to My Little Friend, again, iconic. Moving on.
People, pretty number one seed-ish.
Yeah.
All right. Tale as old as time.
And we're both singing in our heads right now, but I don't know what the elevator scene was from The Departed.
Departed. I could tell you. I mean, I
Okay,
could, but
let's
whatever.
move on. Beauty and the Beast, then.
Ooh. All right. The hero Gotham deserves, one of the Batmans, verse, if you're a bird, I'm a bird in the Notebook.
I don't know the scene you're referencing
Which one?
either.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I can imagine what the hero Gotham deserves. That's Joker, right?
No, nope.
It was a bad guy, though, right?
No, it was a police guy when he got mad. Yeah, when he shattered the bat signal.
Let's just go with the bird, the Notebook.
I knew you would.
Make people wonder. Yeah.
You're romantic. I wish I know how it should be new. I
How
wish
to quit you?
yeah.
Oh,
Verse Elliot and E.T. the bicycle scene.
no, tell me. I wish I knew how to quit you. Is that from Brokeback Mountain?
Yes.
I'm
It-
going E.T. and the bicycle, just because it was from when I was a kid, and it gives me warm fuzzies.
yeah. All right. So this one is the Ben and Snap one in Legally Blonde versus Oh Captain
Dead
in Dead
Poet
Poets
Society.
Society.
As much as I like Reese Witherspoon, I'm going Oh Captain, or whatever. That Dead Poet Society, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Make me want to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, that's another one I haven't seen. So once again, two vastly different movies here.
Yeah,
There's really quite a few of them here, really. Girl in Red in the Schindler's List versus the library dance scene in Breakfast Club.
never seen Schindler's List, but it's something I feel like I should watch, before I die. Um, but I'm gonna go library dance scene, Breakfast Club, man, that's classic.
They're here versus the coin toss in No Country.
I don't recall the coin toss, but everybody knows they're here, so let's move that one on.
Well, didn't he coin toss every time he decided, or a couple times? Once again, some of these moves I have to go back to see.
Yeah,
But he had that weird gun that he went after people.
yeah, that's what kind of scared me because someone locked themselves in the room, right, and the gun just blasted it open, type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, great, I can't hide from this dude, this fictitious character in a movie. I can't hide from him.
Right. All right. Speaking of this one, I have the I changed it, so we're ready for the scene. I got to pass out the what's that called? The transcripts.
Yeah,
Yep.
good job.
Pass the
Manuscript,
manuscript.
transcript, manuscript.
So the end scene of the box in 7, verse phone home of ET.
This is an unfortunate first round matchup. Also, I think you have to go phone home ET, but based on our little discussion and this whole idea of the manuscripts and whatever, that the box in 7 is a pretty big deal too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's another tough matchup. Well, geesh.
Versus a box of lights like a box of chocolates and the Gunster.
Both very iconic. Both could have been Elite Eight, Final Four type scenes. I think you got to. I mean, this is tough. It would have been a last second shot. Box of chocolates. I think you got to go Forrest Gump.
Okay. All right. Next,
Bryce Drew. Draw it up.
Oh, we got a duplicate. We got a duplicate. Problem. Didn't proofread it. So, Final Dance and Dirty Dancing is automatically moving on.
Oh, okay.
After
you did skip one, by the way.
Oh yeah. Death is Better Than Bondage in Black Panther versus the cue card in Love Actually.
I don't know either. Flip of the coin.
Flip of the coin.
Okay.
All right. And Tombstone, You Tell Him I'm Coming. in Tombstone versus the shower scene in Psycho.
I think in terms of iconic, you go shower scene, Psycho.
You tell him I'm coming. You tell him L's coming or something. I messed it up.
It's okay.
The shower scene would be another high seed if I ranked it.
Right.
All right. You were the chosen one in Revenge of the Sith versus You Can't Handle the Truth.
You can't handle the truth. Again, iconic.
Well, yeah, so You Were the Chosen Ones is a good part. Also, and Going to Need a Bigger Boat, Jaws versus the training montage of Rocky.
It's two tough ones. Ugh. I think you got to go Jaws because I mean, you ask 1,000 people, all different ages and demographics and whatever, they know that I think better than the training montage. I'm guessing. I don't know.
You're probably right.
Okay. Thanks. I was trying to justify it to myself.
All right, should we continue on?
All right, it's up to you.
Or I just like talking about them in the first round, as we continue on. But we can go on. That's fine. It doesn't. All right, You Can't Handle Truth versus Going to Need a Bigger Boat.
Tough. Both these could be again Final Four types. I'm gonna go. You Can't Handle the Truth.
Okay.
Probably slight recency bias, even though it's not super duper recent. But that's what we're doing.
Versus the final dance scene.
Shower scene.
Box of chocolates. That is better in bondage. I know which one
Box of chocolates. Yep.
As you have not seen Black Panther. They're Here versus Phone Home.
Probably. I mean, this is tough. They're both similar time frames. They're like the epic moment of the movie.
Yep.
Let's go E.T. Phone Home.
You don't sound like you're happy with that one.
It's just tough. There's going to be tough decisions.
Yes, there has been. Oh Captain versus the Library Dance.
Probably Oh Captain.
Notebook versus E.T. and the Bicycle.
E.T.
Easy.
Well, for me, just because that matchup.
Say hello to my little friend. Tale as old as time.
Say hello to my little friend. Man, I am blowing up over here. Like, no one calls me or texts me. It's
Fantasy of Roses versus I Am Your Father.
I Am Your Father.
They want to be on the show. They know we're podcasting right now.
Yep.
Hey You Guys versus Ethan's Descent.
Hey You Guys. Chest wax.
Oh, tough one. Uncrossing legs.
Uncrossing legs. Because there are better ones in Silence of the Lambs itself,
Lotion in the Basket versus Big.
And there you go. Put the lotion in the basket.
I'm the King of the World versus the Boombox Serenade.
I got to go Titanic, I believe.
Oh, another old one. Offer you can't refuse versus You Talking to Me.
I'm going to go You Talking to Me. But that, again, is a very, very difficult one.
Yeah.
We did skip one. I'm going to go Hello, Clarice.
Gosh. It's not out of practice.
It's okay.
You've been busy working.
Yeah, you're still professional.
Championship match versus triumphant fist pump.
Oh, probably the fist pump. Because the championship match was more of a collection of events.
Right.
Whereas the fist pump is sort of its own singular thing.
Okay.
In my opinion.
No, it is your opinion.
We're going to go You Talking to Me.
You Talking to Me moves on. What's this? Where are we? Elite 8? Or is this one to the Final Four? I don't. That's 64, 32. To the Final Elite 8.
I wanted You Talking to Me on that one. Sorry.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Hello, Clarice.
Uh,
World.
I'm the king of the world.
Wow.
You know.
It just surprises me. But yeah. Put the lotion in the basket, uncrossing legs.
Uncrossing leg. Sorry.
Chest waxing. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. That just got tough though. That one was hard.
I am your father verse. Say hello. Friend, another toughie.
These are just the ones that I think are most iconic.
Yeah, this one or one you like. I mean, once again, you've been choosing it, so you pick the one that you know you like more, or it'll be more iconic. However, you've been choosing them.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, that's a championship one right there. For those two. Oh Captain, and E.T.
I'm gonna go ET bicycle.
I might seed get them a little closer to seeds here when we're done, but this must mean this is a good one if you're having this much trouble. There's so many good ones that just choose.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Home versus box of chocolates.
Box of chocolates.
And Psycho, shower versus you can't handle the truth.
I think Psycho. The shower scene.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm gonna go box of chocolates.
Box of chocolates, our first final four in a randomly iconic scene. First, say hello to my little friend versus Elliot and E.T. Bicycle.
I'm gonna go say hello to my little friend.
All right, there's our first final four. Gump. All right, those two are, man, I'm glad I'm not doing this. Uncrossing the legs and hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. Sorry, Sharon.
And our last final four, you talking to me and I'm the king of the world.
These are challenging. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go king of the world.
Okay. I'm the king of the world versus hey, you guys.
Let's go Goonies. Hey, you guys. I don't want Titanic to be my champion. Oh,
Say hello, my little friend, and E.T. Bicycle. Oh,
scroll
wait.
down a little more.
Yes, gosh darn it. Struggling Mundum. How about that? Box of chocolates.
Oh, let's go box of chocolates.
All
And the
right.
winner is Goonies.
Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Yes. All right. So that is one of the tournaments I have put together. I will seed it here after going through it with Ray. When I seed it, it's ish. Some of them are ish. Some of them I see them based upon the way I like them. So
No, it's good.
that one was a good one. I really like that. Yeah, I think that one is really good. So
Yeah. Like I said, it kind of brought back memories. And
yep.
speaking of that, I've talked about it on the show, and you and I have talked about it before, where sometimes I will watch YouTube videos, and you kind of go down a rabbit hole, and it's like where you end up compared to where you started. It's like crazy sometimes. But a video popped up, and it was you remember the song, waiting. What is it? Trying to catch a star, falling star. What is that song? Waiting for that star to fall. Carry some good into your arms. That's where you belong. Come on, dude. But anyway, it's like they made a music video of that song. You have to check it out, and it's with just little clips, iconic clips from the '80s. and
Okay.
it really brings back a lot of memories. It's like,
Right.
oh yeah, that's right, you know.
So,
Um,
oh,
well,
sorry.
I'll send you a link, but when you hear the song, because I'm not doing it justice, I'm probably messing up the words, and my singing is horrible. But when you hear it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know that song. Ray
I'm
was just singing
sure.
it bad.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Last weekend, had one of the coaching friends over, coaches with us, and he's huge in the metal band. So I created power ballads or big hair band songs, and it was the same thing. Just brings back memories. Some of those songs.
Why didn't you record it, or did you?
I did not. I did not.
What?
It would have been good because he was singing along. A lot of memories because he's a
Yeah.
huge guy, and and like I said, he's a little even more heavier. But who won? Oh, surprisingly, More Than Words. This was his wife and my wife and us too. You know, we all voted, and More Than Words beat from Extreme first. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. So
Okay.
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, I go more than words in that matchup for sure.
okay. Well, this has been a botched up edition of Tournament Brackets
What do you
by
do?
Future Dreams. Ray did select Hey You Guys for Goonies. All of us back in the day love the Goonies. So
True that.
you there, Ray?
Well, make sure you tell a friend, even if they're from the Boondocks.
Yes, did I tell you that Google Podcast is now we're on Google Podcast now also.
No, but that's good. Google's pretty big.
So yep.
Pretty big deal.
So we're gonna have to put something on Facebook, or once again I'll have to let everyone know. But we are on another
Platform.
venue or
Yeah.
some platform. So we'll keep working and keep building. If you build it, they will come.
True that.
That should have been an iconic movie scene. Work. Anyway, he's already said it. Tell a friend. We love you.